Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine, and in this month of Ramzan may Allah shower his blessings upon us. Today we are going to discuss task 2, advanced font formatting. In previous task you have learned some basic formatting styles of text. Now in this task you are going to learn some advanced and professional text formatting styles. Today you will learn how to apply borders and shading to the page and paragraph. Now look at the course. For this week you will study page number 50 till 53, and what you have to learn: have you ever applied a page border to a text? You have to keep these questions in your mind. Have you ever applied a custom paragraph border, or do you know how to determine the space before and after a paragraph? Do you know how to determine the space between the lines of the paragraph? Do you know how to choose if the first line of the paragraph is to be indented or hanging? And I think in previous task you have learned this. Do you know how to change the space and the width between the letters of the word? Now in this task, font formatting, you will learn the styles, change the color of the text. Now first of all, what is a paragraph? You can use paragraph borders, but removing these borders is not easy for somebody. This tip is how to insert and remove paragraph borders and shading. Let's start with it. To add the paragraph borders and shading to the following, first of all you have to type a paragraph, maximum 4 to 5 lines. After that you have to follow following step. Select the paragraph what you want to modify. Number 2, on the home tab in the paragraph group, choose the borders list box and then select borders and shading. You can look in the picture. After that, in second step, make selections for how you want to border to look. Now these are some of the styles given on the screen. You can choose a single line, a thick line, or a double line, or a dotted line, whatever you want to choose. To adjust the distance between the border and the edge of the page, select options, make your change and set OK. Now following these steps you can easily apply borders to the page. Now if you want to put border around the text or the paragraph, you can also follow the same steps in the sequence. Now again, linking with the previous task, here are 4 types of indents. Let's discuss with them. First line indent, only the first line of the paragraph is indented. Hanging indent, every line of the paragraph except the first one is indented. Left indent, all lines of the paragraph are indented in relation to the left margin. Now right indent, all the lines of the paragraph are indented in relation to the right margin. Now you can look at the picture. Here all the indents are mentioned. So why we are discussing again it is the most important point of the paragraph formatting. If you want to make your document in paragraphs, then the first paragraph of the document should be indented. Now the first line indent indicates the first line of the paragraph. Instead of using the first line indents, a space between paragraphs or even an empty line is often used. In modern word processing, it is not recommended to use the first line indents and spaces between the paragraphs at the same document. The first line indent in the first paragraph of any of the text is optional since it is obvious where the paragraph begins. However, the drop caps may apply for such paragraphs. Now what is drop cap? Have you ever seen the first letter of any of the paragraph is too much bigger as it can hold the size of 3 lines? It is called drop cap. Do not use spaces or tabs or indent the first line. When you change the style of different paragraphs, it will be difficult to reconcile them, and this is very important point. Now what is the difference between the line and paragraph spacing? Here in the picture the difference is mentioned. You can look at the first of the paragraph. This line space is double to the second one paragraph. For example, you can see almost one line gap is put in between all the lines, and in the second paragraph they are congested. They are both pretty much what they sound like. Line spacing is the amount of white space between two lines of the text. Paragraph spacing is the amount of the white space between two paragraphs. And like using the right font or the proper margins, controlling space is an important part of the document formatting. And indeed, now here are the steps mentioned how you can use line spacing. Select the paragraph group on the Word Home tab to open your paragraph setting. Choose the Indents and Spacing tab. Then select the drop-down box below the line spacing header or reduce your line spacing or to choose a custom line spacing as per your preference. Choose basic options such as single, 1.5 lines or double for basic. Preset spacing option single offer reduced line spacing compared to 1.5, while 1.5 offers less spacing than the double. To customize your spacing further, choose an option such as at least or exactly. Then enter your parameter for spacing measured in points in at the box next to the line spacing. Now select OK to finalize your changes to the line spacing. At the end, some of the tips are given. For example, to change the line spacing of only a portion of your Word document, highlight the text you want to change before tweaking your paragraph options. From the paragraph dialog box, you can also change your text alignment, indentation, and space between paragraphs. Now here are also pictures mentioned how you can apply paragraph spacing and line spacing. In first picture, in the home tab, a red arrow is mentioned, and then second point you can look, a small picture caption is given with double arrows. You can click it and then you will get the drop down box given in the second picture below. 1.0 is the standard format of line spacing if you are making a professional document. Now changing the space between the characters, the most important. If you have made a document of 1000 or 1000 1000 or more pages and you want to change the size or you want to change the space between all of the character at certain or at once, then it is very useful. Select expanded or condensed alters the spacing between all selected letters by the same amount. Kerning alters the spacing between particular pairs of the letter, in some cases reducing, in other cases expanding, and the space depending upon the letters. Now come towards the picture, select the text you want to change. Now on the home tab, click the font dialog box launcher and then click the advanced tab. If you can see this picture, it is from the old version of the Microsoft Office, and if you are not getting the kerning of the fonts, then you can select any of the standard format style. Look at the dialog box mentioned in the picture. Font, here scale, spacing and position is given. Then points, how many points you want to select. Then open type features are given, number, spacing, then number of forms. Then at the end you can select OK. These are the most important you can say the format styles you can apply on your professional documents. In the picture, character spacing, scale is mentioned, spacing is mentioned, position is mentioned. Again, same like font spacing and the character spacing, both are the same. Now at the end of the this video, you have to perform page number 53 and make a document given in the hands-on activity. You can follow steps mentioned in the gray boxes along with pictures. After making the document, you can directly upload this document on AIS. Thanks for your cooperation, and I hope you will complete your assignments now.